Yeah, hello guys. So we are going to study with your second algorithm, that is your SJF. SJF is nothing but shortest job first. So before proceeding, let me discuss what is the disadvantage of your FCFS. Okay, there is some drawback called as convey effect. So normally what happens is in your convey effect, you can just see three processes are there. Your P1 process is it need how many seconds here? 24 seconds. But P2 and P3 need only what here? 3 seconds. So even though P2 and P3 need only 3 seconds, it has to wait for what? The longer process. Okay. Here short process job has to wait for what? Long job process. Long job. So that is a disadvantage. So what happens is the CPU utilization will be more. So here normally the average waiting time and average turnaround time, whatever you get in your FCFS, it takes more time. So here what happens is short job process has to wait for what? Long job process, that's it. So this is a disadvantage in which one here? Disadvantage in your FCFS. So to overcome with that particular problem, what exactly you are going to do is, your SJF, the name only indicates shortest job first. Whichever the particular process is having shortest burst time, whichever the particular process is having shortest burst time, that will execute first. So here the same question consider the following set of process that arrive at time 0. All three processes are arrive at which one here? Time 0 itself, and they have given the burst time of every particular process, and you need to calculate average waiting time and average turnaround time for which one here? SJF. Okay, you can just see here in this particular thing, which process having shortest time? P2 is having 3, P3 is having 3, P1 is having 24 more. See, both processes is having same time. So whenever two processes is having the same time, at that time it follows what? At that time it follows your FCFS. In these two processes, which came first? P2 came first. So whenever two or more process is having the same burst time, at that time it follows which one here? FCFS. So straight away we'll go with your problem, how to solve. So first main thing is you need to write what? Gantt chart. Right. So obviously it starts with what? Obviously it starts with what? It starts with 0. And one more thing guys, you add all these things, burst time. 24 plus 6, 27, 27 plus 3 is what? 30. So at the end of your chart, you need to get that 30 value. That's it. So now, okay, shortest job first. Which process having shortest time? P2 and P3 both having same time. But whenever it is having same time, I need to follow which one? FCFS. So P2 has to execute first. So it takes how much time here? 3 seconds. After that, P2 completed. After P2, which process is having shortest time? P3. It needs how many seconds here? 3 seconds. So 3 plus 3 is how much here? 6 seconds. So P3 completed. After that, remaining is which one here? P1. It needs how many seconds? 24. 24 plus 6 is how much? 30. See, 30, 30. So it should come 30 itself. Whatever count the burst time, it should get at the end. So this is your SJF. Now, how to calculate waiting time? So P1 process, P2 and P3. I'll write here itself. Yeah, P1, just here, don't get confused. Always your P1 will not be at your left side. P1 here it is there. After how much time it got CPU for execution? After 6 seconds towards left. After 6 seconds. P2. It has not waited at all. As soon as it enters the ready queue, it got CPU for execution, that is your 0 second towards left. P3, after 3 seconds, it got CPU for execution. So this is your waiting time. 6, 0. So average waiting time, I'll write as AWT. So P1 plus P2 plus P3 divided by the total number of processes. That is 6 plus 0 plus 3 divided by 3. So that is how much here? 9 divided by 3. So because 3 3 is 9. So average waiting time becomes what? 3 milliseconds. If you observe for your FCFS, how much you got? 17 milliseconds. That is the advantage. Average waiting time for the complete process to execute in your SJF is what? It is shorter. Same way, average turnaround time. So P1, how much when it was submitted? After 6 seconds, it took how many seconds for execution? 24 seconds. So towards right, whatever it is, that is your turnaround time. P1 is 30, P2 is how much? 3, P3 is how much? 6. That's it. So same thing, P1 plus P2 plus P3 divided by 3. I'll just write straight away. 30 plus 3 plus 6 divided by total number of processes. That is 39 divided by 3. That is 13 milliseconds. So average turnaround time will become what? 13 milliseconds. For FCFS, for same table you got 27 milliseconds. So this is about your SJF, how exactly you are going to solve. Whenever they say arrive at what time 0, and your SJF, whatever it is here, it can be non-preemptive as well as preemptive. Yeah, we'll discuss one more problem. Yeah, I'll take the second example. Okay, let me solve for both FCFS as well as your SJF. So first we'll go with your FCFS. Okay, so simple thing here. Every time you need to write what? Gantt chart. Same thing. Arrive at time 0. Calculate average waiting time and turnaround time for which one? FCFS. Totally how many processes are there? 4 processes are there. So before writing this, you add this thing. 6 plus 8 is how much? 14. 14 plus 7, 21. 21 plus 3 is 24. 10, 18, 18, 24. Yeah. So this you have to get at the end of your chart. And always it starts with what? 0. FCFS, which is the first process here. P1, it needs how many seconds? 6 seconds. Next process is which one here? P2, 8 seconds. That is your 6 plus 8 is 14. Next process is your P3. It needs how many seconds? 7. 14 plus 7 is 21. Next process is which one here? P4. How much time it needs? How much time it needs? 3 seconds. So 21 plus 3 is how much? 24. See, at the end it should be same. That's it. So that's it about your FCFS. And waiting time, you can easily solve. P1 towards left waiting time 0 second. P2 6. P3 is how much? 14. P4 21. So average waiting time will become what? So P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4 divided by total number of processes, how much here? 4. That's it. So if you just calculate 0 plus 6 plus 14 plus 21 divided by how much here? 4. How much you will get? I will just calculate. Yeah, if you add, you will get 41 divided by 4. So 4 divided by 41, you will get average waiting time is 10.25. In the same way, turnaround time TAT. So P1 towards right you are check 6. P2 14. When it was repeated 6 and it need how many seconds? 8 seconds. So 6 plus 8 is 14. Towards right easy. So P3 21. So P4 it is 24. So average turnaround time, that is P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4 divided by total number of processes, how much? 4. If you add all these things, you get 65 divided by 4. So 65 divided by 4, I will calculate. You will get 16.25. 16.25 milliseconds. That is average turnaround time. Average turnaround time. So this is your FCFS. Okay. Yeah guys, for same table we'll solve your SJF. I said SJF can be non-preemptive as well as preemptive. So now I'll explain non-preemptive itself. For same table, first and foremost thing I'll write the Gantt chart. Okay. Get the CO. Shortest job. Which process is having shortest time? Okay. P4. So first process to execute is which one? Yeah, P4. It is having only how many seconds? 3 seconds. Done. Next, 3 processes left out. P1, P2, P3. Which process having shortest time? P1. So 6 plus 3 is how much? 9. Done. 2 processes left out. Which is having shortest time in these 2? Your P3 process. So 9 plus 7 is how much? 16. The last one is which one here? P2. 16 plus 8 is how much here? 24. So you need to match this thing. So now calculate waiting time for each process. P1 is what? Here P1 is there. After 3 seconds it got chance for execution. P2 after 16 seconds. P3 after how much? 9 seconds. P4, it has not waited at all, 0, that's it. So average waiting time will become, so 3 plus 16 plus 9 plus 0 divided by what? 4. So you need to add all these things. If you add, you will get 28. 28 divided by 4 is 7 milliseconds. Now turnaround time. Okay. So P1, it is 3. P2, it is 16. P3, it is 9. P4, it is P1, it is 9. P2 is 1 second. Yeah. P1 is 9 second. P2 is how much? 24 second. P3 is 16. P4 is how much? 3. If I add all these things, I'll get, 1 second, I'll count. P2 divided by 4, so I'll get 13 milliseconds. So average turnaround time is what? 13 milliseconds. Hope you understood the basic concepts of your SJF and your FCFS. Whenever it is simple, all the process arrive at what? Time 0. So both we are discussed about non-preemptive itself. Your SJF can be preemptive as well as non-preemptive. So we'll discuss preemptive.